Hi, I'm Jacob Shea. I'm a composer and sound designer, and the projects I've been involved in have been kind of Planet Earth and Blue Planet, natural history shows like that. Last time I was talking with Eventide, it was about the H9000, which is an incredible effects processor. Today, I'm here talking about the H90, which is in many respects a brother of the H9000. I'm just a sound fanatic, and I love having a very visceral, kind of awake and alive sounding element, usually at the forefront of most of what I write. And I want it to feel 3D and engaging. And usually the best way of accomplishing that, for me anyway, is with effects pedals, hands-on control. With the H9000 and the H90, I have a expression pedal plugged into the expression hookup, and that does a lot of heavy lifting. I'm a big fan of like having it control multiple different parameters in many different plug-in parameters in a chain. I've got one in the H90 that where the shimmer decay and the kind of feedback of an echo both increase as I hold down the pedal to create a thing that's dynamic. In this example, I've got a pretty ordinary, nice sounding synth pad that is fairly, it's nice, warm, but it's lacking kind of something that would draw me in a kind of cinematic sequence. It's a way to kind of add, the H90 will add this sort of life and movement to an otherwise pretty static sound. I'm using the Harpeggiator program combined with the compressor and EQ on the B side, and that's allowing me to shape the return of the sound so it kind of doesn't interfere with the dry signal too much. It doesn't overpower it, and it just takes something that is vanilla, which I'll play, and it brings it into this whole other place. That's the source sound, and this is with the H90. And it retains the source, warmth. Everything that I loved about the source sound is retained, and all this interest and dynamic animation is kind of added to it. What intrigued me about the H90 was like multifold. First, I saw it as an opportunity to have my H9000 algorithms, because of the SP 2016 being included, which was not in the H9. I could take that mobily anywhere I went. I now had like basically my favorite effects processors on the go. And I could mirror my home setup and my setup at work, the first three presets of the H90 and my setup here, mirror the three chains that I have at home that I send the majority of my material through. And the fact that they kind of took the Rose pedal as inspiration for another algorithm, a delay algorithm called Bouquet. I just love that pedal, and now the fact that I could have it in stereo and controllable from a mouse in front of a screen and hook up an expression pedal and control in real time those parameters as the sound is passing through it was really exciting. The fact that you could stack two algorithms next to each other in terms of sound shaping, that's just huge. And the fact that you could do it in parallel, serial, you could use them as two aux sends in the DAW if you wanted to. And for all those reasons, the H90 was like a no-brainer that I needed to check out. Yeah, the MIDI thing is great. And, you know, with the H90's control, like, interface, I feel like is a huge leap forward in kind of the ability to program those things in. I think maybe the barrier for me in the past has been the kind of onerous task of trying to implement the MIDI, but the H90 control app has made it really easy to just really quickly add modulation to any parameters. Drop-down menu, you pick your source, you set the control number if it's a MIDI CC, and you're off to the races. It's super easy. In this example, I'm using an algorithm that was made by Patrick from Eventide, actually. It's a fantastic one called Cinematric, and I just manipulated it slightly from what it came with, which is already just this kind of dystopian dreamscape thing that is fantastic. I'm using sampled strings here just to show you the dry sound, but then I took the third pitch voice and put it up an octave to kind of, again, get a kind of pronounced shimmer effect, because that's the B side of this thing. And I map the expression pedal to control the feedback in the pitch fuzz side of things, and then what's it controlling on the B side? It's controlling the shimmer decay. And so it just takes this, you know, very beautiful, natural sounding string sound and does horrendous glory manipulation to it. That is perfect in all its dirtiness and griminess. All right, let's see. This is the dry sound. Admittedly, a little grainy to begin with, but that's because of what's coming up. Yeah. Just takes you into a different headspace completely. It's just fun. Cool. Yeah. I wanted to thank Eventide for coming out and talking with me about their fantastic products. They really make my life as a composer more exciting and interesting with their products. And so I'm thrilled to be able to have the chance to kind of know them personally. I'm Jacob Shea, and you can check out my work in an upcoming BBC Natural History program this fall that I unfortunately can't disclose at the moment, but it will be with you shortly. Thank you.